Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is pre-defense video to get a master degree. My name is Nazar Mahmoud Abdel Mun'im al-Musawi, employee in Ministry of Finance of Iraq. Firstly, I want to thank the Committee of Defense, and also I am very grateful for my supervisor, Dr. Marjan Nadra. Thesis title: Credit Risk Management of Bank Customer Using Multilayer Perceptron Neural Network. Introduction. Lending is one of the most important activities of banks. This part of the bank's activities is subject to credit risk and require the banks to examine the credit status of borrowers. In this thesis, in the first chapter, the problem of identifying the credit risk of bank customer was discussed. Then in the second chapter, the basic concept related to the issue of customer credit risk detection, such as data mining, the concept of classification, as well as concept related to dimension reduction were explained. In the third chapter, a background of the method used to solve mentioned problem was examined. And in the fourth chapter, the method used in this thesis were examined to solve the mentioned problem. Statement of the problem. In the research, we seek to select factors affecting credit risk in the form of features, and based on a data set containing the mentioned features, determined a model to determine the credit risk of customers. The main method used to create the model for identifying credit risk and distinguish bad customer from the good customer is the Multilayer Perceptron artificial neural network algorithm. Each neural network contains an input layer where each node in this layer is equivalent to one of the prediction variables. Definition of the problem. The problem of identifying the credit risk of bank customer is kind of a classification problem. In this problem, the aim to place each sample E in one of the good or bad classes. Definition of risk from the bank point of view is explained. But to reduce the time of the video, I go directly to suggestion method. Suggested method: classification algorithm, bad combination algorithm, BABC. Shortly, it can be said that in this algorithm, first population of paths that are used to search for a pre is selected and imitating the method of B's. At the beginning of the work, it is divided into two groups. General method of problem solving by suggested methods. First, the desired data set is specified. Second, the collection is divided into three categories of training, validation, and test data. So 70 of the total data is considered, 1700 of total data is considered as training sample, and the remaining 30% as test and validation sample. Third, We give the training data set directly to MLP algorithm and obtain and record the result of data classification by MLP algorithm. Fourth, in the next step, we give the data set that contain 20 features of combined BAT algorithm. Each BAT in the hybrid BAT algorithm selects a number of features in the data set and pass them to MLP algorithm. After classifying the data for each BAT, the MLP algorithm calculates the classification accuracy of each BAT. Each BAT is equivalent to subset of 20 features. Fifth, after collecting the classification accuracy for each BAT, the BAT with the highest classification accuracy is introduced as a best BAT, and we compare the value of the BAT with the threshold value defined as a stop condition. Data set used. The data set used in this thesis include the German data set, which contain customer data in German banks. There are thousands samples in this data set. 700 samples include approved customer, good customer, and 300 samples related to reject customer, bad customers. The features used in this data set include 21 features, of which 20 features include customer credit and personal information, and one feature related to target features, which is marked with the applied and reject labels. And the entire data set is classified around this feature. The desired model is created around it. Evaluation criteria. This relations shows how we calculate prediction, recall, accuracy, and fitness. The numeric result. In the first test, we classified the primary data set that contained 600 value sample containing 20 features by the MLP method. The obtained results show an average classification accuracy of 89.3% using the data MLP method. The obtained results show an average using the data set for MLP method. The result obtained of other evaluation parameters related to this test are shown in figure 1.4. The second test, the data set by combined MLP method and the combined BAT meta-heuristic method, classifying for this purpose the first main data set by each BAT from hybrid BAT algorithm. The effect of the combined BAT method in improving the accuracy of MLP classification and comparison with the binary BAT method and the genetic method. According to the result obtained in table 1.4, it is clear that combined BAT algorithm by selecting a maximum of 11 effective and efficient features from all features, and the binary BAT algorithm by selecting maximum of 55 BATs for MLP training have been able to achieve accuracy of the class in order gate 89.43% and 86.66% classification for MLP algorithm, and this it is a case is the case that genetic algorithm in the same situation. These two figures shown the accuracy in previous tests. This two figure also shown accuracy. We have performed the campaign path algorithm with the 10 repetition and the number of 25 paths. The accuracy obtained for this test after 10 repetition is equal to 0.908%. The obtained results are shown in the figure of 5.4. The execution time of the hybrid path algorithm BABC MLP. As it is clear from the result in table 1.4, the combined path algorithm has been able to reach 89.43% identification accuracy by selecting only 11 features in 106 seconds, while genetic algorithm has been able to reach 85.75% identification accuracy in 292 seconds by selecting 38 features. This is a sign of the highest execution speed of the combined path algorithm compared to the genetic algorithm. Effects of MLP neural network layers in BABC method. In this section, the effect of layers and neurons used by MLP in the BABC MLP algorithm is shown in the section. The mentioned algorithm perform the classification once on the training data and again on the test data. In this experiment, the MLP used classification with the 18 internal layers, 15 internal layers, 15 level 1 hidden layers, 15 level 2 hidden layers, and one external layer of the customer data set. The accuracy obtained in this test for the MLP algorithm according to table 2.4 is equal 90.8%. By comparing the result obtained from figure 4.1 MLP method with the figure 4.5 BABC MLP method, that BABC method MLP has been able to improve the MLP method by 2%. In this table, we can see the comparison of the effectiveness of the proposed BABC MLP algorithm with the other methods in solving credit risk problem. The other methods like knife Bayes, ANN, IBK, K-star, RIB3, BF3. We can see the best time for BABC MLP, and the accuracy is one of the best after ANN, but the execution time for ANN is very high. Conclusion and summary. In this thesis, two methods are proposed to improve the problem of identifying the credit risk of bank customer. In the first method, using meta-heuristic method based on method of paths, the dimension of the features of given dataset were reduced. In the second method, using classification algorithm called multi-layer perceptual neural network, the values related to the extracted feature were classified, and based on that, a customer credit risk detection model was created. Also, in this research, multi-layer validation method was used to select training data and test data. Accuracy, prediction, recall, fitness, and convergence rate parameters have been used to evaluate obtained results. Results showed that methods used in this thesis have been able to improve to mention problem compared to the order method. Suggestion and future works. At the end of the thesis, and according to obtained results, we present suggestion for building an improved gender recognition model with the highest accuracy in the future works, which are follows. One of the suggestions that can be made in the field of customer credit risk detection and for use in the future works is the use the principal component analysis method to reduce the dimensions of features, as well as the use of the support vectors machine classification method to improve the problem. The main reason for propose these two methods in future works is the high accuracy of principal component analysis method in selecting features, and also the power of support vector machine method in data classification. Another suggestion is due to fact that the path method is very effective in solving optimization problem and including feature selection problems for classification algorithms. Therefore, it is better to combine the meta-heuristic method of paths with the other methods such as frog jump method or firefly methods be used for optimal selection of futures. In the end of video, thank you for listening, and thank you again for the Committee of Defense and my supervisor, and thank you and goodbye.